Yo guys, what's going on? This is Final Essence here, bringing you guys an anime review for Naruto Shippuden. And today, actually, we're gonna be talking about the latest episode 466, which is the latest episode of the side story featuring Itachi, the Light and Darkness filler. And I'm not gonna lie, this has actually been one of my most favorite fillers from the Naruto. I dropped Naruto for a long time because fillers were just unbearable. I read the manga, finished it way back in 2014, and read the Boruto manga, watched the movies and all of that, and that was it. I thought I was done with Naruto, by the game, but I heard about this and I was like, I'll give it a try, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and that might just be because Itachi is just my favorite character of all time, and there's just so much about him that he has that quality. I don't know what it is. Like, he's just really cool. Like, he was a true prodigy, and like, despite everything, he had the utmost love for his brother. He didn't like war and all that kind of stuff. And it was really dope to see how his character developed as a kid to where he is now in the latest episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the latest episode. If you guys haven't seen the Naruto Shippuden episodes, you can actually catch them on Crunchyroll and stuff like that. That's where I watch it. So yeah, I mean, first things first, we find out who Itachi's first partner was in the Katsuki, which his name was Juzo from the Hidden Mist village, in which he was also a seven swordsman. Um, which is kind of cool. That means he's always been paired up with a swordsman ninja from the mist, and also the fact that he has some sort of vendetta against the Leaf. Kind of not. In particular, one person, Might Guy's sensei, who would be Might Dai, DAI, which is kind of cool. Apparently, he took down four of the seven Mist Ninjas, swordmen, and all of that good stuff. And yeah, so you just find out about Itachi in the Akatsuki, how you can tell how Orochimaru really had his eye on him. Orochimaru really, really wanted him, and it was really creepy to see Orochimaru try to latch onto him like that. Obviously coming back to that later because there's more on that at the end of the episode, but you see a lot about how Itachi really is kind of antisocial. He doesn't talk a lot. He just gets on with the mission and things like that, basically. But yeah, but his top priority is looking after Sasuke, so he doesn't really care what he does as long as Sasuke is safe and things like that. He's just trying to keep peace in his own kind of way. Um, yeah, so he goes on a few missions. You really see just how phenomenal he is in battle, like shuriken jutsus, that Uchiha style shuriken, the kind of stuff that they do training in the Uchiha clan when they're a kid. Like, he's incredibly exceptional with his shuriken. They obviously the common fire style fireball jutsu and all of that good stuff, and his Sharingan, obviously his best asset, his Genjutsu is top notch. Without even the Mangekyo, just regular Sharingan. My God, he can do his ability is limitless with the Sharingan. Like, he really used it to its full potential, and it was just so good. It was just it really gets you back into the Naruto feel. It gets you back into it, and it's just dope. Like, it's really dope seeing Itachi, seeing his life from kid to now to when he's in the Akatsuki and all that kind of good stuff. So later on in the episode, he goes on to they have like a mission to kill some person in the Hidden Mist village, where Juzo is actually not allowed to enter because they have this special squad where they track rogue ninjas, and obviously Juzo being a rogue ninja from the Hidden Mist, he kind of has his predicaments about going back to the village to do this mission, in which the mission goes off without a hitch. On their escape, they run into the Mizukage, the fourth Mizukage, who is actually the third tailed Jinchuriki, the turtle guy whatsoever. I don't know, but Itachi and Juzo went with Formation C, which we were told was that Itachi would have to kill Juzo without hesitation, which he did. But what happened was Itachi actually used the genjutsu to trick them, and you know, the battle, they were able to take out all the side niggas, you know, the other ninjas that nobody really cared about. You know, I guess their definition of the Anbu for the hidden mist or whatever. And Mizukage transformed into the beast, not fully, kind of like how Naruto was when he was Four Tails. That's kind of how the Mizukage was, and he was really fucking powerful. Like the shurikens were doing nothing, the fireball jutsus weren't doing nothing. The Biju bomb, Juzo tried to block it, but he ended up having his sword blown off and lodged into his heart. That was the end of it. And that was when Itachi actually awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan, which released AMERTARASU, which is, as you guys already know, the impenetrable, like the black flames that cannot be put out by anything. And he used that to basically just more or less end the Mizukage, and they were able to acquire the third beast, but at the loss of Juzo, which means Itachi is without a partner now because Juzo is dead. Juzo had nobody. Itachi asked him if he had any last words for anybody, you know, just out of respect, because he knows that he's thinking about his brother all the time. He was wondering if maybe he had someone like that, but it turns out he didn't. But Juzo could see that he had somebody like that, and you know, they kind of had that small bond. Obviously they're partners. Itachi, despite how Itachi is, he really doesn't want to see anybody die. He really dislikes conflict, and that was basically his big issue, where, you know, all the time I compare him to Madara, because I actually think he was a bigger prodigy than Madara Uchiha. Madara Uchiha was phenomenal. He was an exceptional ninja, but Itachi he was better in more ways than one. It was just a shame that he wasn't the one. Obviously, there wouldn't have been no story for him and Sasuke, but yeah, Itachi was exceptional, you know, right to the end. He was smart, he had the abilities and all of that good stuff. He just didn't have the conflict. He hated watching people die, so seeing Juzo die in front of him, even though they were only together for a short time, you know, it was what awakened the Mangekyo for him again, in order to use the Amaterasu against the Mizukage. So, you know, after that now, Pain and all that, they were like, oh, we need to find a new partner for Itachi. And there was also Kakazu, who had actually killed his partner in a mission, you know, just used him as like bait. So I don't know, Kakazu's just that kind of guy, you know. We already know all about Kakazu and his immortalities, or the 5 hearts and all that good shit. But yeah, around this part now, Itachi passes Orochimaru at some kind of stairway, and Orochimaru tries to get to him, but little did he know, he'd already been caught by Itachi's genjutsu, and there was no way he was getting past Itachi at all. Itachi had outplayed him from the very beginning. He saw through his plans. He knew what he was trying to do. Like, he knew from the very beginning. And Itachi was just like, yo, don't try none of that shit, dog. I know everything you're gonna do. Like, you just played yourself. And now he held a kunai to his face. It's just like, I'm not sure if I need to kill you now or if I'm gonna make use of you. And that's when Kabuto comes in to save Orochimaru at the last second, and that's when Orochimaru betrays the Akatsuki. And right about then, Itachi is introduced to his new partner, Kisame, and that's where the episode ends. So it was a dope episode overall. Overall, I'm gonna give it about a 4 out of 5. It was a bit slow, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, there wasn't much going on. It was a good backstory on Itachi's entrance into the Akatsuki and who his first partner was before he got to be with Kisame. You know, all of that stuff. I'm really looking forward to the next episode, 467. I think this is gonna be a really interesting one. I'm not sure what it's about yet, but all I know is that he's teamed up with Kisame now, and I think they're gonna start going after Orochimaru, if I'm correct, because they started talking about how they're not gonna let Orochimaru get away with this. So that's the stuff that I'm looking forward to. So stay tuned for next week's episode and all of that good stuff, and let me know your feedback on the episode. I want to know you guys' thoughts and all of that stuff. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this review, please don't forget to hit that like button. Get up in the comment section again. Just let me know your thoughts on the Naruto Shippuden episode, the Itachi story. What do you think of this filler arc? Because this is without a doubt, like, hands down the best filler for me. Like, nothing has topped this filler ever, like, for real. And I don't really want it to end. I kind of want it to keep going, but obviously all good things do have to come to an end, just like this video. So again, subscribe if you're new and all that good stuff. But my name is Final Listens, reviewing for DeusOtaku, and I'm out. Peace.